We'll get it started here before too long. We don't want to delay it too much. We got some speakers. We'd like to have a chat with you guys, and we all thank everyone for coming out and livening our coal. It definitely wake everyone up. First of all, before we get to our speakers, I'd like to send on a message from a couple of our elected officials and some support from a couple of our area council. Before I get started, I'd like to send on a message of solidarity from our leader of the NDP party, Lorraine Michael. She said she regret that she wasn't able to be here with us today. She sends all of her support and best wishes, and due to other commitments, she was unable to be here. The same is said for Yvonne Jones and Todd Russell. With our timing here today, also our brothers and sisters from the other unions, from Public Service Alliance and from NATE, due to the timing of our event here today, they were unable to attend also because of their work commitments. Just one quick letter from the St. John's District Labour Council. It's from Goldie Porter. She sends a letter saying, "Sisters and brothers, through St. John's District Labour Council, delegates are not able to be at this rally with you in body. Have no doubts that we'll be there in mind and spirit. You have full support and solidarity in this fight for fair and free collective bargaining and the right to have union and democracy in your workplace. It is deplorable and disgusting that scab labour is being used by this employer in this strike rather than negotiate in good faith and under collective bargaining. If there's any way we can help you demonstrate that scab labour is not acceptable, please do not hesitate to call on our council. Know that you have our support and we stand in solidarity with you." That's from St. John's District Labour Council. I'll read the other one from our Federation of Labour a little later. But first of all, I'll let our staff rep have a couple of words with you, Mr. Boyd Bussey.
Why don't everybody gather around a little bit? You're all so far away, like all going to church or something. It's not the church. Gather around and make a bit look like we got a huge crowd here. I know it's a cold day, and a lot of the people who are on strike are not from the Goose Bay area, so it's very difficult getting the large mass. We have 230 odd people on strike, so as you can appreciate that they're in all parts of the province and some places, other parts of Canada. So, and I'd like to say thank you for coming out today. We have some people here from Lab City that came down from Local 5795 to show support. We have the Landy coordinator from in the Moncton office, Lawrence McKay is there. Gary White's there, the staff rep from Bathurst. Mario Fortunato is there, he's the organizer for Atlantic Canada. Tom Harris is there, the staff rep from Lab West. And Euclid Ashe is there, he's the president of the mine in Brunswick. So welcome all those people here, and anyone that wants to get up and speak afterwards, more than welcome to take the microphone. Well, just talk a little bit about the strike and where we all are with all that. Last week, the most recent thing last week, our director Wayne Fraser, who was to be here today, got delayed at the Toronto airport and subsequently missed his flight out of Halifax, and he'll be in the morning to visit you at the picket line. So it's unfortunate those things happen when you're traveling. But the flights today, they're booked solid in some cases, and they're overbooked, and people get bumped off, and Wayne got bumped off, so he will be here in the morning. And Wayne had a conversation with the chief negotiator for Valley Inco, and asking him to sit down and have a meeting to talk about possible solutions to the strike and for all three locals. And he came back and said that that he was willing to do that, but he didn't know too much about Voisey Bay. I'm pretty sure that the strategy is to try to get a deal in Sudbury, and then we'll accept that. But you know, the problem here, and that most people don't understand, is that we haven't done any bargaining. You know, in Sudbury and Port Colborne, the bargaining is done. They've just got 3 outstanding issues, and those are the concessions. And the nickel bonus and the seniority clause, where people got, you know, had the right to bump around the different mines, and now they don't want them to be able to bump. And the other one is the 2-tier pension system for new employees. They want to put them on a different type of pension system, defined contribution, rather than defined benefits. So they have all the language done. It's all bargained out. Here we've done no bargaining. Absolutely no bargaining has been done. Every time we met, they just spun their wheels and refused to discuss the language. We have huge outstanding issues. We have over 50 items that are outstanding. So, you know, when we do get to the bargaining table, we've got a bunch of bargaining to do before we even talk about the issues that, you know, the big issues that we're on strike about. We're not going back to work if you're not allowed to come home on that 15th day. And they got language on the table to say that you won't be allowed to come home on the 15th day to your families after working there for 2 weeks. We're not going to allow that to happen. We won that the last time, and we've got our brothers and sisters with Labrador Catering who've been working on the 15th day and not getting paid, and that has to stop. So we've got some huge issues surrounding all of that. They want temporary employees. That leads eventually to all of you being temporary. And temporary employees don't get any benefits. You know, you don't get the pensions, you don't get the health benefits or anything like that. So, you know, we're not going to start that trend where they'll end up eventually having all temporary employees on that site. So we're not going. It's not just money issues for us. Another thing they want to do is ensure that people on the emergency response team is fully complemented. Like if there's supposed to be 15 on the shift or 30 on the shift, and they haven't got 15 or 30 coming in, whatever they're supposed to be, then the ones that are there won't be allowed to leave. So there are lots of issues that are on the table there for us to talk about in bargaining the language of the agreement. Now we have a very scanty contracting out article, as you know. They're contracting out our jobs at will. And there's nothing to stop them, nothing in that agreement will stop them from saying, we're going to contract out the mine, or we're going to contract out the lab, or we have absolutely no protection. They can lay you off while they have contractors on site. The very basic of contracting out language says that they won't be able to lay you off while people are, while contractors are on the site. Or if contractors are on the site, they have to rehire you before the contractors come in. So, you know, we have some basic language on contracting out that we have to negotiate. And